Well, thank you very much for joining us. We are in Rohnert Park at the Comcast facility, which has been designated as a green facility, just like so many newer buildings are these days. Bob Massaro is with us right now. He is president of the U.S. Green Building Council. Nice to see you, Bob.
Thank you.
Okay, you've been in building since '81, I think you said, and green building since '83. Am I correct?
That's it.
Okay, I don't stand corrected. I am correct. Is that right?
All the time.
Okay. What made the change for you?
Green buildings is, for me, an offshoot of how humans should live. In other words, we enjoy our environment. We should be part of our environment. Our environment should be friendly to us. And I believe that the buildings that we live in should just be as friendly to us as the outdoor environment. And buildings are where most people spend their time. Adults, kids, most of the time they spend are inside buildings. So the more sustainable those buildings can be, the better off the people in them are going to be.
Okay, you're in the building business now. What changes have you made to make buildings greener?
Since I got into the business in the early 80s, the technology has changed dramatically. It was, even the phrase green building didn't exist. It was environmentally responsible. There was all different terms for it. The biggest change has been the products, the systems, and I think the absolute biggest change has been the awareness. People make the connection between sustainable buildings and a good lifestyle, between sustainable buildings and energy savings, water savings, resource savings. So there's been a change in public awareness. There's been an increase in technology available to builders. The costs have gone down. It used to be much more expensive to build green buildings. That's no longer the case. It's very possible to build a very green building at the same cost as you would a conventional building.
Yeah, it's one of the things I was about to mention before you said that, is that people are afraid of the cost. And the fact that it's gone down now should encourage more people, if they're having a building, you know, they come to you and say, Bob, I want to build a house, you know, and you explain to them what you're going to do to make it environmentally safer, happier, so forth, and that it's not going to cost them any more, it's going to cost them less than it might have for a conventional building. People are willing to listen now, aren't they?
Yeah,
where they might not have been not too many years ago.
Well, again, it goes back to public awareness. People such as you have just, this type of interview, it's getting the word out that green buildings are now accessible. They're financially accessible. One of the things that we like to do at the USGBC is to educate and promote public awareness about green building technology, to educate those in the profession of architecture and engineering and construction, and to increase public awareness of things such as cost and features.
Okay, this is one way of doing it, doing television, but the council does, what else do you do, for example, to get the word out in general?
Well, we have a membership to our chapter, so we communicate to our members through our website and our newsletter. We have monthly membership meetings, and we typically have a speaker who's speaking on a topic of interest to the group. The meetings rotate at this point between Sonoma, Marin, and Napa counties. They're monthly. We have the Sonoma meeting, for example, is here at Sonoma Mountain Village. We put on educational events. We just did one recently about the new California Green Building Code. That was very well attended.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make presentations at or appearances at expos, county fairs, things like that. So, and our members are really our messengers. The people who design and build buildings are sending forth the message that green buildings are beneficial to everyone.
Okay, and it's important to get the youth, younger people involved in this too. Bob, nice to have you here. Bob Massaro has been our guest, and he is president of the U.S. Green Building Council. We're in Rohnert Park. This is the Comcast building, which is a green building. Thank you very much for watching.